experience that needed to happen, you know. So
Wait, that shit's in the movie theater?
yeah.
You're not gonna support cinema, Gio? What the hell?
I swear I saw it like for download somewhere, like to rent it. So I
It
thought Frank
probably
was
is.
just sitting. So I thought Frank was just sitting in his house watching Puss in Boots like on a Saturday night, and that's when we broke up to this podcast. Anyway, what were you saying, Ben?
Yeah, they do simultaneous releases. Wait, that's not a Warner Brothers thing, is it?
No, it's a DreamWorks.
Yeah, Warner
Universal.
Bros. Doesn't make good movies anymore.
You think I'm paying for a Warner Brothers movie?
Yeah, you are. You want to go see
No.
the Batman?
Dude, I saw it for free.
What is this?
I didn't pay for that. My friend worked at a movie theater, and he was like, free staff screening, and I'm like, does it count towards ticket sales? He said no, and I said, okay, I'll go see it.
It's kind of sus, but alright, whatever.
We got a guest user in here.
What was that?
I don't know. It's probably Andy. He can't figure out how to turn on his mic.
Dude, it took
Yo,
me
what's up?
forever to log into this shit.
What's up, 44? How's it going?
I was at 44.
Can't have the Talk Shit podcast without 44.
Hold on, we need to mention
It's
Harley
gonna be on
Quinn.
every single pod from now on.
Andy couldn't make it today, but we do have fan mail from Andy again.
Wait, what?
Fan mail?
Oh, you didn't. Oh, wait, we don't even have a last episode. That episode never aired, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I just haven't put it up yet. I'll put it up.
No, Gio, in the last episode I mentioned, like, okay, we have fan mail here, and I just asked a question. I said it's from Andy.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah, Andy was
Good
saying
joke.
something in the chat. I don't remember.
44, where the fuck have you been?
Shit. You know, just working. Not at home.
Being a responsible adult, boring shit.
Yeah. Boring shit.
Not chilling on Twitter anymore. Dude, you gotta get a new Twitter account. We'll bring your old one back in.
What's the point right now? There's not even really much worth talking about.
What are you talking about? James Gunn's about to drop his slate Monday, right?
I think
Like
Monday.
the last day for him to do it.
I think 44 was replaced by an alien.
No,
I've never
Tuesday's
heard
the
him talk
last
this
day.
slow in my life.
So we're excited
Frank
about
is
that.
calendar man.
What are we gonna do about the James Gunn slate, right?
You sound so defeated.
The Cavill stands are gonna lose their shit. He's gonna cast the new Superman probably.
And
If James Gunn doesn't announce his slate by Tuesday, then he's officially the Sil Abdul of his own universe.
wow. See why anybody's really looking forward to it, because it's just gonna be another stitched together universe. Who cares?
It doesn't even mean anything. Like, he'll announce these movies and like they don't need to be made. So
or cringe.
I don't understand why we would be waiting for this.
James Gunn is king nepotism, you know. He's gonna recast all the actors he doesn't like. He's gonna keep all the actors he does like, most of which other people don't like, and then he's gonna cast a few new actors that other people probably won't like either. And it's just gonna be a weird hodgepodge stitched together universe with Zachary Levi and I guess fucking Jason Momoa is gonna be fucking Lobo and Aquaman. And, you know, Gal Gadot will probably be there. Gonna be a new Superman, and there's probably gonna be a new Batman. It's like that's why this WBDC shit is dumb as hell, because they're just doing the same thing that they always do in the fucking comics. That's why nobody reads the comics anymore. They just be stitching together this stupid shit. They don't even be trying. Like, oh, we're gonna have a rebirth, but instead of recasting everybody and just rebooting the whole universe, we're gonna reboot like 30% of it. We're gonna reboot like 40% of it, and then we're gonna keep a bunch of bullshit that nobody really likes around, and we're just gonna mash it together into like one thing.
Yeah, I knew 44 needed to vent about this.
He's
Like,
back.
what is there to
I kept
be
thinking
like?
he was
to
replaced
care
by an
about?
alien or something.
Dude, you've been missing my edits. I put together an edit with James Gunn's wife as like every member of the Justice League.
Yeah. Yo, it's gonna. It's one thing I will say. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be
That's what I'm saying.
one hell of a clusterfuck when he does it, like announce whatever he's announcing.
The wife definitely gets a solo flick, right? Like that's gonna be in the announcement.
No,
There's gonna
dude.
be like
She gets a
Suicide
spin-off
Squad 3
TV
or
show.
whatever. Huh?
It's a whole TV show on HBO Max. Just
Oh,
her.
she has a TV show?
Frank, what's her character name?
Amelia Harcourt.
Thank you. That's what you're good for. Yeah, she gets her own TV
I'm
show.
here just to tell you about these the obscure comic book character names. That no one
Wait, she's
cares
like a
about.
real character?
Yes,
Oh.
she
Okay.
was introduced during Rebirth.
Oh, okay, so she's not a real character.
Yeah, that's a
it's-
character.
That's
like how
basically
they
the
did
Marvel
that
method.
one. There was like one spin-off of a Supergirl where she had black hair and a weird suit. And they were like, oh, look, we're drawing from this comic that no one read and hardly anyone
Yeah.
even existed.
That's like Guardians of the Galaxy. They stopped printing those comics in the 80s, I think, or late 70s, and then they just brought them back like 2 years before they announced the movie.
Well,
Because
no,
Disney already owned Marvel.
no, but you see, the thing is that the Guardians in the '80s were a different set of characters than the ones that are in the movies right now.
Oh, I know. Like they brought it back to the comics like 2 years before they announced the movies with the ones that are in the movie,
Yeah,
so that people, when they go pick up the comic, they think that they pulled it from the comic, but they were just
Yeah.
setting up their movie 2 years ahead of time. Yeah.
Man, Guardians of the Galaxy is corny. Shit always has been.
I agree.
Wait, is Black Nos gonna join us?
I don't think so. I feel like I have people over is code for I'm not joining you.
You what?
I said I feel like him saying I have people over was code for him saying he's not joining us.
code
Not
for
really
no shot in
code,
hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, James Gunn's wife. She's definitely gonna be Wonder Woman at least.
So you have been seeing some edits. 44's got a burner on there he's not telling us about. He's actually that Arca dude. He's just been fucking with you guys this whole time.
Yeah, Arca is still around. Jesus.
No, he's not.
Yeah, Arca came back and then Gio blocked him.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, Gio was like, I've had enough of this guy over the years.
I gave him 18 strikes. There were a lot of strikes.
What constitutes a strike?
Just opening your fucking mouth.
Oh my god. Damn.
Yeah. Like, well, why won't James Gunn just stay off Twitter either? It seems like everything he says, there's like 10 videos of people being pissed off about it afterwards.
I just hate the fact that James Gunn is like right now in both Marvel and DC, and like he's just like gotta have like this energy where he's like,
We're all friends.
no, not even more like, oh, look at me, guys, I have both under my belt right now.
I feel like he's getting so arrogant. He's gonna pull like a Joss Whedon here. He's gonna just tank his own career somehow. I don't know.
He almost do that anyway. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, like how do you cancel a guy who's openly a pedo? I don't know. And he hasn't been canceled yet. I don't know.
Yeah, if you let's be totally honest, if it wasn't for WB, James Gunn's career would be fucking over.
It would.
Yeah.
Marvel only hired him back after WB gave him a call. That's crazy.
Yeah, and he's just doing the one movie, and you know the movie's not gonna do well. So he's fucked.
Gio, I thought you were gonna have a list of topics this time.
I'm the ones with topics. I said my one topic was that I saw the Batman, and it's a shitty movie.
Loved it.
That
It's your
shit
favorite movie ever.
shit is boring as hell. Motherfucker literally achieved making the most boring Batman movie of all time.
Well, you didn't think the Gimpler was super intimidating and scary, hiding in the shadows and screaming like.
Is that is that is that what they were going for?
I don't think
couldn't
a
even-
single person in that movie was intimidating or scary.
Dude, I was just laughing my ass off at the end where Riddler's like yelling at Batman. He's like, "No, you were supposed to figure it out or something." Like, I don't, maybe it was that bad acting or good acting? I couldn't tell. That's
The
just
thing
so
about
much-
the Batman is like the sad truth is that there actually is a good movie within that movie if they cut out like probably like an hour and a half or some shit. It's just the majority of the movie is this motherfucker walking around looking for clues and then failing to solve the case majority of the time. So it's just like a waste of fucking time. Like I'll admit, like the stuff with what's his name, Maroney or whatever. The Maroney scenes were good, but then you have like a fucking whole hour of this dude Batman being stupid and walking around and moping for like the whole movie.
Like
Like, they don't
Catwoman
even-
didn't need
like-
to be in that movie.
Yeah,
Like she
they
didn't
don't-
really do anything.
really
Yeah,
the
they don't
Riddler should've-
utilize the good parts of the movie. Like they don't like they don't
Like,
even
and
utilize.
And it feels so like forced in. She goes, "Oh, that one guy's her father," but then I'm like, but she doesn't like. She never interacts with them. So what does that have to do with anything?
Exactly. They had all this unnecessary shit in there, and for what? Like, yo,
There's a legitimate like 1 minute and 30-second scene of her drink, or she's talking, but she's really just drinking milk, and it's kind of stupid.
But does she drink it like a cat?
No, she
I
doesn't
could have
drink it like a
sworn I
cat.
saw like promotional footage of her drinking milk like a cat.
I think you're thinking about Michelle Pfeiffer. Like she does that in Batman 2.
No, like it was this Catwoman. What's her name?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Zoe
Oh.
Kravitz.
Zoe.
Oh.
Thank you, Frank. Frank is good at that.
Yeah. Now the funniest shit out of the Batman movie, it wasn't even in the movie though, but the funniest shit was the Joker scene that they cut out. They even ruined that. Like it was like that wasn't really a terrible scene, but right when they did their reveal and showed this dude's face, it was like, bro, are you serious? This is
Wait,
Joker.
the Joker scene
Nobody wants
was
to
in
look
My
at that
Batman.
shit.
My
was
Batman had a
like-
Joker scene.
It was so much makeup. It was insane.
Like, bro, I feel bad for that dude, whatever his name is, Barry, whatever, because it's like he did deliver those lines pretty well, but the makeup artist that fucking they dropped
It
the
went
ball like
overboard.
to the fucking earth. Like
Why
I-
did Matt Reeves try to go like as edgy as possible?
it was
It
it was
never makes
it was
sense.
the combination of how goofy he looked and how he sounded. Like that shit was hilarious. Like when they showed his face, when they finally showed his face, and he was like, "Oh, you think they deserved it, huh?" And then you see his face, like you can't help but laugh. It's like, yo, this dude looks like a beat down piece of meat. Like what the fuck?
It reminded me of that Tommy Lee Jones's Two-Face, like that kind of makeup. It's just so over the top.
Yeah, but like Tommy Lee Jones's Two-Face like looked good. Like it worked. This shit was like stupid.
Like half of his face was like bright pink or some shit.
Yeah, it was just like the style, but like this was just like a white fucked up face. But
Yeah,
my
I don't
movie-
like the idea of Joker
it was
being like that young.
They re-added it. They must have re-added it into the movie because when I saw it, that scene was in the movie.
Well, no, there's two Joker scenes.
Oh, okay.
There's the one where like he's like talking to Riddler, and then there's the
I
deleted
saw
scene
that.
where you see his face more that everyone was like circulating on the internet where he's like talking to Batman.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the second one. I saw the first one. The first one was in the movie.
Yeah, the deleted scene is so much worse.
It
Oh,
is.
okay.
I just don't like the idea of like the Joker being that young. I know that probably like I don't know if that sounds like crazy.
There's
like
a
weird
lot I
thing.
don't like about that movie. But yeah, that's one of them.
Like it's just weird to me. Like I don't know, like the Joker being like he looks like he's younger than Batman even. Like I don't know, it's just weird. It's strange.
If I were like legitimately criticizing this movie, I'd say that putting the Joker in the first Batman movie is a huge mistake. Just as a cameo or anything. Like There's gotta be they're making Joker solo films. Like Joker fatigue is real. I don't know. That was a bad foot to start on.
I don't think it
I
fits into
agree.
this universe. I mean, like, it seems like they were trying to go for this, I don't know, I guess, like, crime conspiracy thing or whatever. And, like, I don't know. I feel like adding, like, him or, like, Clayface or some shit is just going to be mad weird in this one. But they're going to probably do that.
Dude, if Joker was that gross, imagine how
Promoted
gross
so hard, like
Clayface
it
is
was
gonna
gonna
be.
be a conspiracy, but the storyline was so fucking obvious. Like it wasn't even really like a crime conspiracy. They wanted to present it so hard, like there's
Yeah.
this conspiracy going in Gotham, and it connects all the way down into the underbelly. But then you figure that shit out within the first half hour.
Well,
Hold on.
yeah.
I need 44 to narrate the rest of the podcast with that voice. There's a conspiracy.
The deep, gritty underbelly, like it's like, bro, that shit was not interesting. That shit was not a thriller, bro. There was no thrills.
I keep explaining this movie like as like when you punch in an address on your GPS and it's like, okay, you got this many routes, you got the quickest route and then a couple others. Like you're taking the fucking fourth route that's like 4 hours long for a 1 hour drive.
Like I personally think that you can have Joker in the first Batman movie because they already did that in Batman '89, and even if you want him to just be like let's say like a small role in the film, it can be done. Like don't get me wrong, but it's all about execution, and that's why they cut the Joker seat out the Batman because it just made Batman look even stupider if they had it in it, because if you think about it, Batman didn't even solve any of the clues. He didn't really solve the case. It was really Penguin and Joker. Joker was really the one that in the deleted scene that really, and that's why they cut it out, because Joker broke down the whole case in like fucking 10.
How the hell did Joker even figure all that shit out?
In the movie, he didn't even consider it. So that was just bad execution. You feel what I mean? Like they could have had Joker in that movie in a lot of different ways, a lot of cool ways that would not have undercut the plot. But unfortunately, they couldn't do that because I guess dude is not that great of a writer. I don't fucking know what.
This movie did not deserve this much thought, to be honest. But it is fun to rag on it.
I mean, when you put it like that, the fact that like his villains had to get him where the Poe fucking answer is pretty fucking crazy, honestly.
Jesus. They're like dropping breadcrumbs the whole way and he still doesn't get there.
Yeah, because the thing about this is what they were trying to do. They were trying to set it up like the Long Halloween, where Batman has to go to all these different, characters in Gotham, rogues or whatever, and kind of piece together the mystery by interrogating them for information. But where they fucked up is that Batman doesn't interrogate nobody for information. It's like he just goes to them and they just tell him. Like how it is supposed to be like a Batman cartoon or even a Batman comic, but Batman presses somebody. Let's say Batman's pressing Penguin or Joker. Joker's just not gonna spill the beans immediately. Neither is Penguin. You feel me? Batman's gonna have to do some type of mind game, or he might even have to like kick this dude in the knee or some shit for him to get him to give up some piece of information to move on.
Kicked him in the knee. That might be too violent for most audiences.
No, Batman.
Kick the fucker in the knee.
Bro. Batman, that's violent enough. He'll kick you in the knee if you don't talk, bro. But he's gonna do something like this dude. Robert Pattinson and the Batman, like he just goes up to these motherfuckers and he does like he's not even trying. They're just spilling the beans to him like he's not like a fucking vigilante that's working for the dude is pretty much a cop, but they're spilling the beans to him like so easily. Dude doesn't even have to try.
It was like the most disposable.
It doesn't come off like he's trying. It just comes off like they already know what's going on and they're just telling him because he asked. So he's not really solving the case.
Dude.
He never did. He lost at the end. He fucking lost. Like
world's worst detective.
Yeah, like world's worst detective. That pretty much what the movie was, bro. Like they tried, but they fucked up Batman so bad. He was such a pushover. Wasn't even that smart.
It's like a Mr. Bean Batman movie. Like if Mr. Bean put on the mask.
Dude, there's so many scenes in the Batman where if you put the Mr. Bean like music, it would make sense. Like that scene where he's escaping like the prison. Like you just put that music on, you're like, oh shit, that's what they're fucking going for.
Oh my God.
Like they have these weird random moments of like they just do something like zany out of nowhere, and you're just like, wait, was that like a joke? Like in the middle of this fucking 90s like grunge music, whatever the fuck he's going for, like thing, they're all of a sudden just doing a joke. I don't get it.
Dude, when he's running out of the PlayStation, that shit was hilarious.
That shit was dumb as hell. He punched Commissioner Gordon, then ran out the police station. They couldn't catch him. That was some Adam West shit for real.
No, that was really funny.
That shit was such a downgrade. Like even the cowl. I mean, I never got past it, but like he can't turn his head, so everything looks real stiff, like it did in the Nolan movies. But after coming from like BVS to this, it just looks so bad. The comparisons are it's rough. We just took so many steps back to get here, and I have no idea why.
Yeah, that fucking alien head cowl.
Yeah,
The alien
got the
head.
fucking antenna on there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I think that's like the best. I think like that's the best description of the movie. Like at its best moments, it just feels like a watered down version of what a good Batman could be.
Yeah, it really is. It really do. It's very watered down.
Yeah,
And
it's just like it's.
hours. It's 3 hours of watered down Batman. Like why would you do this to us?
why'd you
Like,
make us sit through
I
this
can
shit?
live with like 2 hours, maybe 1 hour 45 minutes of watered down Batman, but 3 hours of watered down Batman is like, dude, that's a lot of fucking time.
It's like when they took the Hobbit book and they made it into 3 movies instead of 1. You just got 3 hours of watered down Batman.
And
What
yet,
did you say?
those Hobbit movies still have more substance than this one Batman movie.
Yeah, the Hobbit was better.
I agree with that actually.
Like, that's the saddest part too. Like, why does Desolation of Smog have more depth than this Batman movie? Like, it do though.
I'd rather watch
I've
that.
never heard anyone
it's
say
shorter.
out loud the name of that movie.
Dude, and the Hobbit's shorter movie. That's crazy.
I really don't know what they're gonna do with this franchise. I assume that they'll probably push forward with a sequel of some kind, but
They haven't started production.
about it is that this movie it just isn't like, if you go online, you can go online to any site where motherfuckers talk about movies are formed, and the consensus for this Batman movie is it okay for people to admit that this shit wasn't good yet? That's what people are all on YouTube comments, on Reddit, on Twitter for month after month after month. That's what people keep saying. Like, all right, is it safe to admit that this movie kind of sucked?
Dude,
Like,
it's so fake. Like
it's not
everyone
good.
was praising this. They were just like film student YouTubers who were like, "Oh my god, the cinematography! Oh, it's so dark. It's so film noir and all this shit." But the movie had no substance, and it was really just a joke. Even the plot didn't make sense.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what WBD is gonna do, man. Like, what movies do they even got coming out this year? Fucking, I think Mad Max, and that's it.
Well, they're trying
Mad
to
Max
not
is
release
coming out?
stuff. No,
They're
no Mad
gonna
Max.
try not to release Mad Max.
There's no Mad Max coming out. What are you talking about?
I've never.
There
This
is
is
a
Furiosa.
Mad Max movie that's supposed to come out.
Furiosa, it's done?
I think so.
Oh really?
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're
didn't
gonna
know
release it
done.
this year though. I mean, I don't know if that's this year or next
No,
year.
this year's gonna be Dune 2. Then they got their comic book movies. They got The Flash, Aquaman 2, and Shazam. I think those are the 3 ones. And then no wait, they're not releasing Aquaman 2 this year. Wasn't that like the big news?
No,
When
they
were
are
like, they don't
releasing
have
it
enough
this year.
money? Oh, it is this year?
What? Gio,
Yeah.
what? Are you already smoking? Like, what's the? They didn't
A
make
long
any
time
kind of.
ago, but I thought it wasn't this year. I thought
No,
they
they're
moved
not
it.
releasing Batgirl.
No, they're just not releasing Batgirl at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wasn't that the big news that they had to not release a movie this year, 2023? They moved the Flash, and then they had to like not release. They don't have enough money to release the amount of movies that they needed to release this year, so they had to push one into 2024.
Gio, I have
I thought it was
no idea
Aquaman.
what you're talking about.
I think everything's dropping this year because they like have no more hope left. Like,
They have no more money. They're
Well,
just gonna drop everything and hope it
Here,
goes.
I can pull it up. I have a computer in front of me. Hold on.
Dude, was that dropped today or something?
Release calendar. No, you keep talking. I gotta look this up.
Fact check Gio is on the case.
Yeah, I'm trying to fact check myself.
I like how there's a sound effect of him typing too. It's like,
It makes it more realistic, Frank.
because I have one of those loud keyboards. Hold on. All right. Upcoming. Oh, I didn't know that WB was doing Cocaine Bear. Did you guys know that?
no, I did not.
Oh no!
Yeah,
can't
I
watch it.
thought that was like an independent movie or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
That's
it
kind
was
of a
Cocaine
bummer,
Bear.
honestly, because I wanted
Yeah.
to see that. So
Yeah, I just fucked that up for all. Oh no, wait, this is wrong. Hold on. This is just upcoming releases. I see Fast X on here, and that's not true. Aquaman is coming out this year, the 25th. You guys are right.
Yeah, we told you that. Fucking spreading fake news and shit. Look at you, Gio.
And
You're
Furiosa
fucking
is
fake
coming out
news.
2024. So fuck you, 44. You were wrong too.
Yeah, it is coming out 2024, and Mad Max Wasteland is coming out like 2029.
It's crazy. Blue Beetle's coming out this year,
God, why?
What? They didn't
and
even
it's a
film that.
movie. I thought it was like a TV movie.
They changed it.
Yeah,
they're
it's
releasing it in
listed as a
theaters
real
now.
movie. Yeah,
Most
and
anticipated movie of the
they
year.
did
Blue
another
Beetle.
Willy
Hearing
Wonka.
that movie is not looking good though.
I haven't seen anything from it.
There's a new Lord of the Rings movie coming out.
What?
Lord of the Rings: The War of the. I can't say this word. Rohirrim.
Yeah, an
Rohirrim.
animated movie.
Oh, is that what this is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an anime fantasy film.
Huh.
44 is on top of this shit.
War of the what?
It's not even on Twitter anymore.
I'm not saying it, right? I
Just
can't
some
say this
deep
word.
nerd community.
No, seriously, I want to know what it is though.
Fucking
can-
rewind, and I spelled it.
All right. Can someone else here that's a Lord of the Rings expert, Ben, tell me what it was?
I have no clue what the fuck he just said.
I haven't even looked up the name. Like Rohim or some shit. The fuck?
Rohirrim?
Rohirrim, there you go. That sounds right. That's some white people words. All right, Ben, what's the next topic?
Dude, you were the one who's supposed to come with the topics. Hold on, I'm still looking this up to see if it's actually Rohirrim.
Yeah, it is
I put-
Rohirrim.
Huh.
Yeah.
So
Or
What's
the
it called?
The War of Rohirrim.
the
The
fall?
war,
The
war
war.
of the.
Oh, okay. You
The
guys
War
talk
of
at
the
the same
Planet of the
time and
Apes?
it mutes both of your mics for some reason. I don't know.
Pretty much this is gonna be a Lord of the Rings movie that's made in Japan. It's like gonna be like an anime, but
Oh, it's an
WB.
anime? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's an
fucking
anime.
weird.
But it's gonna be a feature. It's gonna be like a feature movie, like the Studio Ghibli films.
I've
I'm gonna
never
watch
liked
this shit.
any of those like anime versions of Western things.
This looks dope. Wait, this kind of looks like it's just. Oh, okay, never mind. They've got concept art on the IMDb page, I guess. I
Mhm.
think it's
They
concept.
released some concept art already.
Yeah.
I think they announced this like what? It's like 2020.
I've never heard of this shit. Oh, they're bringing back some of the old actors.
Yeah, because they announced.
Wait,
They
there's a
announced it.
sequel. There's a sequel to the Lord of the Ring. There's shit that happens after they get rid of the ring.
I think this is a prequel. I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God.
Their prequel.
Maybe it's like a side
Oh my god.
because they've got the same lady playing Eowyn and some
Miranda Otto.
What?
Miranda Otto.
How the fuck are you reading that right now, or did you say that from memory?
No, from memory.
Frank's
He
like
was
a
so
trivia
proud of that
machine.
too. He's like, I
Frank,
got you,
who
bro.
was the president in 1978?
Oh, I know.
What, Nixon?
I don't know. I have to Google it.
Yeah. Google it. I think it's Nixon too.
Damn
it?
it.
Please tell me it is.
That would be pretty hilarious. Oh, it's Jimmy Carter.
Oh shit! All right. Well,
Oh, yeah, that makes
I'm
sense.
only
That
an
makes
actor
sense.
encyclopedia. Then you could ask me an obscure actor name or whatever, and I'll try to tell you.
Who's the name of the guy in Rush Hour that's selling the C4 in the beginning of the movie?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
it's
I
like
knew
the
you would
nose.
kind of know. I knew you would kind of know.
You stumped me on that one, to be honest with you.
But I knew that you would like know who I was talking about, but then not remember the name.
That was a good one.
Dude, how do you remember Rush Hour that well? I haven't seen that movie in
Because that fat guy was like in every fucking Italian thing for like a 3-year period, and then he just disappeared.
I'm gonna have to look this
I guess
up.
on the Ben Geo scale, it's probably towards the Geo Frankie area. Rush Hour.
Oh yeah, Ben doesn't look like he would enjoy Rush Hour.
I love Rush Hour. What the hell? I just
Oh,
haven't.
you have no
I
sense of humor. What are you
I have
talking
all three of
about?
them on Blu-ray. Yeah, Chris Tucker's hilarious.
Oh, got itis. Sorry, guys.
What'd you eat, 44? Some pizza?
Hella Chinese food.
That's what I wanted.
What do you mean that's what you wanted?
Me too. I wanted Chinese
It's too
food.
late.
You can't get Chinese food this late, Frank? What's wrong with your neighborhood?
Dude, I know. Dude, this neighborhood is just, shit now. There's nothing open late.
Gross.
Too many protests in the streets.
All
Chinese.
the
That's what I was about to say. Don't you live in New York? You can't get Chinese
dude.
food.
Listen, bro. Shit closes early these days. I don't know, man.
What the hell?
Damn, New York is like one of the only places on the planet where you can get like Chinese food like at any time.
Frank's
of the day.
right. Frank's right. Shit just closes early in the city. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
And like the more in the city you are, the earlier the shit closes. Like around me, shit stays open a little bit later. But like Frank's like more in the city, shit closes right away. Like 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
early.
it's true. I mean, I guess because all people from Ben's neighborhood just moved in, and all
Moved in. Y'all almost leading the country in one-way U-Haul.
Ben's like, I gotta put my cow to sleep.
He said Ben's people are breaking down the neighborhood. It hasn't been the same.
Ben, what's the next topic?
Oh, I don't know.
Ever since Ben and his people moved in, everything is closed except for diners at night.
But you gotta keep the podcast moving.
44. You see Avatar yet?
I'm gonna stop laughing. Yeah, 44. Did you see Avatar?
No, actually, I was supposed to fucking see it this week for my birthday and shit, but I ended up doing mad fucking partying instead.
Bro, it's really good. You should see it to celebrate your latest turn around the sun.
Happy birthday, buddy. How old are you? 17?
Yeah, man. I'm almost a young boy.
Not even going there.
I'm growing up fast.
Yeah, man. You gotta find some friends who enjoy cinema so you can go see Avatar.
Yeah. No, I turned 30 yesterday.
Really?
Really?
Damn, you're old as fuck. You're older
Yeah.
than me.
Yeah.
I don't turn 30 till October.
So you guys are the same age.
Frank actually is 17.
Yep.
Damn. I
You
could
had some crazy partying, huh? 44. Is this the last one? The last one you party at?
actually. I think so.
Your body's not gonna take anymore.
Shit, my body can really take shit right now.
44. I was in New Jersey like 2 weeks ago. I went to Trenton
Why'd you go to Trenton?
Yeah, why?
because I had to go somewhere in Philadelphia. That's the
That's
farthest I
what I
could go.
thought. Nobody goes
Farthest
to
I could
Trenton
go on the
unless you're
train.
transferring. Who the fuck is like? I was in Trenton for 2 minutes to transfer.
No, I had to wait for an Uber. I took an Uber.
Yeah, dude got up out of there as quick as possible.
Bro, Trenton is sketchy. I'm like watching this like beautiful sunset, and there's like this fucking dog with like 30 legs. And these two bums in the corner.
I don't
They
even
weren't.
know.
They weren't even on a corner because like the train station doesn't have a corner. It's like round. They were like at the part of the circle that like turns because they wanted to be at a corner, but it didn't have a corner. It was a circle. I guess you had to be there. It was just really funny. It did that.
I have no idea what Gio's laughing about, to be honest.
That they didn't have a corner to stand on because it was a round building, but they stood at the point of like the point of the circle because that's the closest thing they had.
Gio, what the fuck are you even saying? Oh my god. Frank,
Yeah,
change the topic. Pull up some fucking
Somebody who
trivia.
listens to this podcast knows
All
why
right.
I think it's.
For the next podcast, I'm just gonna pull out Trivial Pursuit cards.
Jesus.
All right, what's the first question?
Most organized shit ever. 44, what you been watching?
Hunters.
Is that like an anime?
Nah, it's this fucking show on Amazon where they film Nazis.
Oh, okay. Damn. Killing my people, huh?
German now?
Yeah, I've always been a quarter German.
A quarter German, so you're a mutt. Okay.
Are you disappointed I'm not a purebred?
I mean, are you disappointed?
I don't have the blue eyes, but I got the blonde hair, so it's not too far off, I guess. Not too disappointed. What's this? Who's in the show?
it's an okay show. Yeah, I guess it's about killing Ben's ancestors from what he says. You know, it's pretty good regardless of that.
Is there nobody famous in it?
I think fucking Al Pacino's in it.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, I see. I've heard about this show.
Who else is in it?
Yeah, that's the only dude I really know, Al Pacino.
All
You
right.
got Logan Lerman, Lena Allen, Josh Radnor. He's the guy from How I Met Your Mother. Carol Kane. The hell?
Yeah, that dude that everybody wants to be fucking Nightwing is in this shit too.
Oh, Logan Lerman, yeah.
That's what I said.
But that's his name. I didn't know his name, so
I knew
I
Logan
know Logan
Lerman. Oh, you
Lerman.
had to say it was
I know.
Percy Jackson, right? The
Yeah,
original
that's him.
Percy Jackson.
It's Percy Jackson.
What did they recast?
Yeah, the now it's like another Disney show, but like it really looks like Disney Channel presents, you know,
Oof.
Percy Jackson.
Cool. Cool story, 44.
Germans are fucking weird.
What are they doing in this show?
Well, pretty much the show takes place after World War II, when all the Nazis went into hiding, and it's about a group of people that hunt down Nazis, and either they're gonna report them to the government or they just kill them.
Wait, so they didn't go straight to like South America and hunt down those Nazis?
No, they didn't. They're doing that now in this season.
Oh, okay.
In season 2, they're going to like Europe and fucking like South America and all that shit.
You guys heard about those schools down there, right? I think
No,
Where?
yeah, like Joe Rogan did a podcast where he had somebody on. They were talking about their documentary they made, where there's a bunch of like Nazi schools in like Argentina or something like that.
Argentina, right? Yep.
Yeah, where they would like indoctrinate kids into their ideology and shit. It was, and no
Didn't
one
a
knew
bunch
it was
of
going on.
didn't like a bunch of them escape to Argentina after the war?
Yeah, that's where Hitler went.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird shit. Cool. So
That could have been where he
Yeah.
went, but at this point, he's probably dead regardless now, even if he did escape.
yeah, it's been so long. Unless he found the what was that? The goblet from Indiana Jones. I'm
you're
blanking.
talking about
Yeah,
the
for
Fountain of
youth.
Youth.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, save me.
the chest. It's like a chest.
Oh, you're talking about the Ark.
No,
Ark.
no, not the Ark. The Ark
Yeah.
kills people. The goblet saves
The-
you or whatever.
Yeah, I
Oh, is
thought it was
that
the
Indiana
Fountain of
Jones
Youth.
too?
No, it's the third one. The
Oh,
one that
that's
you
the one.
won't watch because
didn't
somehow you think
yeah.
that James Bond is actually Sean
Bro,
Connery.
I thought James Bond was his grandpa.
It's actually hilarious because I'm low key playing GoldenEye right now. in the background.
Oh yeah, I saw that. They put it back on Xbox.
Yeah.
Do they still have the multiplayer? Or is it just the
Yes,
single
they
player?
do.
Oh man, I kind of want to play that.
The Holy Grail. That's what it was. Hitler found the Holy Grail. That's the only
The
way
cup.
he'd be alive right now.
Wait, so is that? Oh yeah, the Holy Grail. That's what the name of the third movie is. With James Bond.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Frank just watched Everything Everywhere All at Once and he loved it.
Well, no, I
It was
didn't.
the
I
movie
didn't
of the
finish
year.
watching it, and I think it's okay so far.
It's a terrible movie.
Yeah, it's.
I
I
don't
don't
think
know where
it's-
it's going.
I don't think it's terrible. I think it's just the fans of the movie are hyping it up. Like,
Oh yeah,
they're
for
so
sure.
obnoxious.
110%. I want them all to be wrong, and I want them all to die, probably.
Yeah, you can't waste death
Allegedly.
upon people. You're gonna get us a channel strike.
Allegedly.
Jeez, we're gonna get content rated for mature, and we can't stream or whatever the fuck we do with this. Sorry, 44. We're
It's
fucking
just
up.
like
your
I'm
chance.
just saving it for evidence.
Wait, so has anybody watched the Last of Us show?
Yeah, it's so good.
Is it?
I really enjoy it. Yeah,
That's on HBO Max, right?
yeah. I told you I have HBO. Well, I don't pay for HBO Max. I steal HBO Max, and I steal Hulu too. And I steal. What's the one for that MTV's on?
Paramount.
I steal that shit too.
What are you spanking over there?
I'm buttoning and unbuttoning something.
What? What you buttoning and unbuttoning?
Could you do that like
It's
farther away
the-
from your mic?
No, it's the iPhone. I guess because it's in front of me.
Oh my god.
Is that really
I'll
necessary
put
right now?
No, I was fidgeting.
does it when he's excited. Yeah, I finally saw Parasite like a couple weeks ago. That shit was really good. That was
Parasite.
fun. Yeah, I hadn't seen it.
Oh, look at you! Look at you liking a really good movie.
This is
What do we
standard.
put this on the? What do we put this on the scale? Frank, I really like Parasite too.
Oh,
I
give
think-
it to Gio. I don't want
I think for once, I was gonna say, I think for once, actually, the Ben Geo scale may have found its new path where it's a Geo Ben movie.
It's a triangle now.
Yeah,
It's
Oh,
not
shit.
a line.
Triangle offense.
Triangle, bitch.
I haven't even thought about watching that movie, Parasite.
It's
Just,
good. I think you would like it. 44.
I don't know. It just seemed like one of those Oscar jerk off movies.
Nah. It's
Actually, yeah, it's not. It's just a good movie.
yeah.
But yeah, the Oscars did jerk themselves off for giving an award. Couldn't stop patting themselves on the back.
I thought you were gonna be talking about all these issues that they had with their latest nomination.
All the what?
That thing that you posted where they were upset that one lady got the best actress.
One Best Actress.
She didn't win. She got nominated for it, and she
Yeah.
kicked out. Yeah.
Well, no, it was that she got nominated and they announced her as like a historic nomination as the first actress to identify as Asian or something like that.
Oh no! I was talking about the other one where it was a white lady that got nominated, and then they were complaining that they were too aggressive with their campaigning.
yeah. Like, so essentially, I know what you're talking about. I didn't really read too much into it, but like apparently, like all her friends basically pulled strings and campaigned for her in Hollywood, and then that's how she got the nom. But like they're kind of investigating it or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I thought
you
you-
sent an article and I didn't read it at all.
Oh, was that me that sent that? I thought that was you that sent that.
You sent that shit.
That's what I was like talking about. Like, Ben, the shit that you posted.
I didn't read it.
I forgot I wasn't reading your posts this week.
That
Of course, I
that does
didn't
sound
read
like
that.
something Ben would send normally, though.
Right? I did think it was
Why would
Ben.
I send that?
I don't know because I don't read stuff that you send
No,
all the
that's
time.
like there was like no race baiting in there, and there was like no woke shit in there. It was just
No, there is. No, the
Hollywood
lady-
shit. That's Geo territory. It was
No,
just
no,
Hollywood
no.
gossip.
The white
That's
lady
cute.
that got nominated, she kicked out 2 black ladies from getting nominated.
Oh, was that it? That wasn't in the
Yeah,
head.
there was.
I didn't read it. Yo, is Babylon gonna be good? I hear people.
No, that sounds like a terrible movie. I'm not gonna watch that shit.
I'm the biggest Babylon hater. I'm not gonna lie.
Because of Margot Robbie.
Yes.
Oh wow.
And I hate Damien Chazelle so much.
Why do you hate
he's so
Damien
full of
Chazelle?
shit. He's so full of shit, and everybody that likes him is full of shit. Do you like him?
I do.
Just meant to block Frank. That's his character test right there.
So you call
Like
so you think I'm full of shit because I like Damien Chazelle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all I know is that movie Babylon looked boring as shit, and Margot Robbie so overrated.
Of
You
course,
saw
fucking
it?
44 saw it. He hasn't seen Avatar, but he's seen
Is that
Babylon.
even out?
No, I haven't seen
Yeah.
Babylon. That shit looks boring. Why would I watch that shit?
Oh, I thought you said it was boring.
The way you talked about it, you were like confidently like, "Yeah, I saw that shit. It was terrible."
And it has Margot Robbie in it, so
It's gonna be horrible.
yeah, she can't act.
Everything she's in, she's just on this ego trip.
Who do you think they're gonna cast as Harley Quinn now?
I don't fucking care, man. Fuck Harley Quinn.
Um,
Oh my
I have
god.
the answer.
I was just baiting. Yeah, go ahead.
God
I
damn.
bet it's
Didn't
gonna
we
be.
do a rant about this on one of the previous episodes?
I don't know. Who cares? No one watches this anyway, except for Andy. He's in the fan mailbox.
Yeah.
They overvalue Harley Quinn. That's why. That's what's getting annoying about the whole character. I don't care if they recast her or not either. I don't care if they ever fucking do another Harley Quinn.
They
That's
made
how
one TV show, and now she's the third member of the DC Trinity.
Yeah, exactly. Like just
WB so fucking stupid.
just been using her to suck like all the fucking air out the whole room every time. Like as soon as they introduce Harley Quinn to the mainstream, it's like they act like that's the only character people like. It's weird.
And Harley Quinn didn't used to be this type of like Deadpool spinoff either. Like Harley Quinn used to be like kind of a tragic character, but now she's just this stupid. Oh, it's just annoying. They want her to be their Deadpool,
Yeah, pretty much.
but now they got Lobo, the actual DC Deadpool.
You just wait till you find out that Kelly Cuoco will be the live action Harley
They
Quinn
want
for
Lobo to
James
be
Gunn.
Deadpool too, and Lobo is actually nothing like Deadpool.
Yeah, but I think back when Lobo was created, there was like so Deadpool's a spoof on Slade Wilson because his name's Wade Wilson, and then DC's response to Deadpool was like supposedly it was creating Lobo, which was like an over-the-top character that can't ever die and shit. I don't know. It was back in like the what was it like the 90s or something where everything was trying to be edgy.
It was the 90s, yeah.
I'll be hitting on the night.
Way too realistic or yeah. What?
And Deadpool annoys me too. Honestly, like yo, Deadpool and Harley Quinn, they're in the same boat for me. Like all this shit is really Deadpool's fault. Deadpool is not a funny character, and he's not an interesting character. Like he's mad. Fucking.
Just wait. You haven't even seen James Gunn's Lobo. That's just gonna annoy the hell out of you.
Yeah, shit.
If you thought Peacemaker was bad, wait for Lobo. That's just gonna be 10 times worse.
The
Dude,
thing
I
with
actually
James
like the
Gunn,
Lobo from like the animated series. Like he has a place, but it's like Guy Gardner basically.
Have you guys ever seen The Peacemaker?
No, have you?
No.
I saw clips.
Like
It's way too
I
much.
didn't even. I think I saw one trailer, maybe the first one. But I haven't. Other than that, I haven't really seen anything. I started watching Barry on HBO. Was that you that told me to watch Barry?
You said, was that you? And there's 3 other people on the call.
Oh, sorry, Ben. Because we had this long conversation about HBO shit to watch last time.
Oh, what did I tell you to watch?
Barry? Did you tell me to watch Barry?
Yeah, I did. Did you watch that?
Yeah, it's good. I literally just saw it like yesterday.
How the fuck are they gonna come up with another season? Did you know that?
No, wait, stop, I haven't finished it.
Oh,
I
sorry.
started it yesterday.
Spoiler.
Ben's about to drop spoilers like so
Yeah, I'm
casually.
like, what are you talking about, man?
The rest of you guys aren't gonna watch this shit.
Nah.
It took me like what, a year? When's the last time I've been on this podcast?
No, I started the most recent season of Barry, but that shit was just kind of corny as fuck now.
Hey, let's stop talking about a show I haven't been on to the most recent season.
Why'd you bring it up if you don't want to talk about it? Jesus.
I thought we were talking about
Fuck
the
up,
beginning of
Gio.
the show.
I just fact checked myself. Lobo came out in '83, and Deadpool came out in 1990.
Wow.
So I'm full of
That
shit.
is fake news.
Yep.
Yeah, Deadpool is our boy Rob.
Oh, they say writers attempted to use Lobo as a parody of the 1990s trend, grim and gritty, but he was instead enthusiastically accepted by fans. That's like the shit Judd Winnick tried to pull with Jason Todd. He was trying to make him like the most unlikable character, and he ended up being like a fan favorite. Comic writers, they really know their
I
audience.
fucking hate Jason Todd. He's so fucking annoying.
Same with Rorschach. Like Alan Moore. Rorschach has like a unironic or what's the word? Like an actual genuine fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Take the character seriously and love the character. And Alan Moore was trying to make him like the most hateable person ever.
Yeah.
Comic writers.
Rorschach is pretty much supposed to be like an ultra realistic version of Batman.
Oh, the question. It
Yeah,
was
the
originally
question,
gonna be
yeah.
the question.
Yeah, but the question ain't like Rorschach though. Let's just be honest.
Oh, yeah.
The
Rorschach, he's
question-
like somewhere between Batman and the Punisher.
Because you feel me? The question is the original, but the question is like a PG-13 version of
Yeah.
Rorschach. You
I
feel
just
what
say
I'm
PG version, but yeah.
Well,
saying?
we won't
Yeah.
even see any of these people before we see Batmite in James Gunn's DC universe.
Is that like a legit thing? Because I saw that in the timeline and I thought it was a joke.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think that he
It's
just posted a
believable.
picture, as like he usually has been doing, and people are theorizing.
Dude, I have a theory. So you know how James Gunn is like posting pictures of these comic books?
Yeah.
My
Mhm.
theory is that he's posting these pictures because it's the first time he's ever touched these books. And he was like, I got to make a Superman movie now? Oh, shit. I better read. Here, what do people recommend I read for Superman? So the first one he did was Kingdom Come. And then the next one he did was Superman All Star. And it's like, yeah, these are just, you're going down the list of the things that people recommend. Like, I don't think he's read any of these before. I think this is his first read through.
Yeah. Let's be G. A lot of these fucking filmmakers, they especially the ones that make comics, they don't not be reading these comics, bro. They be lying. A lot of
Yeah.
these, I'm like, oh man, I grew up reading comic books and it was such an important part of my childhood. Niggas be lying their ass off. They don't be reading these comics. They probably never read the majority of them. And I'll
Remember
even go
the
as far to say that James Gunn probably never read Guardians of the Galaxy when he first hopped on that shit. They just they hired him. They maybe gave him a few comic books to read, and that was really it. He may
He
may
didn't
not
even
have.
write that script. Someone else wrote that script, and he tried to take the credit for it.
Well, he did take the credit for it, but
Do you
he
you remember that
successfully stole that credit.
their Film Gob did an edit of Brie Larson reacting to fans casting her as Captain Marvel, and
No, I didn't see that one.
you haven't seen that? Okay, the first she gets interviewed before she gets officially announced and cast, and she's like, "No,
Uh-huh.
I've never heard of this character." And then right after she gets announced and cast, she's like, "Oh yeah, I love this character. I've loved this character my whole life," or something like that. It
Yep.
was just like, it was so Hollywood
That
bullshit.
sounds so funny.
Well,
Yeah,
Film Gob did a good job.
Brie Larson, she really fucked up her money when it came to the whole fucking Captain Marvel shit. Cause
She's
she
ugly.
wasn't a bad casting, and she is a little annoying. But it's like, yo, I don't see why they would fucking make like the first popular or the first, I guess you could say, first popular Marvel female superhero
bitch.
such a fucking dumpy looking character. Like her outfit,
Oh, that's
hair
it.
look is like, damn, make her look a little bit pretty. Like show some fucking cleavage or some shit. Like Jesus Christ. Like
It's like a CW
that's where
outfit.
Brie Larson fucked up because it's like, yeah, you're a beautiful woman playing a femme fatale essentially. Why don't you use that to your advantage? But no, you
She's
want to
not
be
even
such a
like.
fucking super feminist and shit. It's like I gotta wear this baggy ass outfit that doesn't accentuate my physique at all, and I'm gonna look mad dumpy in the face and not have no fucking makeup on. You know what I mean? And my character, the writing is gonna be horrible too. So you're not even gonna like my personality. It's like, bitch, do you want people to like this character or not?
Pretty much
Because like
not.
I can deal with a bitchy character. I could deal with a female character that is rough around the edges. Even Captain Marvel in the comics, if she's cool to look at, if she's cool to watch, if she's pretty, if she's gonna fuck shit up, You know what I mean? I can deal with her being a fucking bitch. But if it's like you can't even do that, then it's like, oh, the fuck is anybody? That's that. Why do you think that they now they got 3 Captain Marvels now? It was like, yeah, this bitch Brie Larson ain't enough because nobody likes her. So now we're gonna add a little girl and we're gonna add a black girl in there too.
There's a black girl in there too now.
Yeah,
Yes, the one from WandaVision.
Yeah,
Man,
the next Captain Marvel movie is gonna have 3 Captain Marvels in it because
What the
Brie
heck?
Larson
And the other two are better
no
than
one liked the
Brie
first
Larson's.
one. You can get 3 Captain Marvels, but no Superman movie.
Yeah,
Dude.
society is fucked.
No, you're getting a Superman movie.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're getting a James Gunn Superman movie.
Yeah.
A non-pedo Superman movie. Should clarify. Man, Brie Larson
He's
hit
gonna
the
be-
wall hard.
He's gonna be a young Superman, out and about doing his thing. That's what James Gunn wants to write about.
Jesus, I can't. I'm not even gonna watch that shit. That's so depressing to think about.
I guarantee if that movie does come out, that shit is gonna be sappy as fuck and boring.
I
It
wonder how
definitely
many
is.
films they're gonna give James Gunn before they kick him out.
The
Like
company's gonna
he must
crash
get
when they
he
kick him
must
out.
get like a. Is he gonna get like a free pass on the ones coming out this year?
He didn't touch these.
I honestly think that James Gunn is
But Peter Safran did.
he's gonna fuck
And
his
they're
shit
like a
up, yo.
duo. Like it's
He
not
already
just James Gunn. It's James Gunn and Peter Safran. So technically, all the movies coming out this year are produced by him. So I
At the
think he
end of-
should be on some sort of like credit for what happened.
On
to
a
him.
serious thing though, like, do you think that like these shills on the internet, like, do you think they'll come out in droves to like watch these things though?
I don't think they're
No.
real. Like I highly
They're
doubt that they're
bots.
real. Yeah, they
Dude,
definitely
even,
have
like,
to be bots.
The Flash Film News account, like that's just straight up a WB bot.
Yeah,
Like all this shit is fake.
I think there's a lot more bots happening now than there ever have been. I think that we forced them to start investing into that.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
do believe that there is some merit to like the idea that people are saying like, oh, studios are hiring bots. I do think that to some extent that has to be true because like who in whose interest is it to make like a DC bot like for what's happening in the movies right now? Like there's no where's that
No, I
following?
get what you're saying. It's like why would there be so many people making all these DC fan accounts and the DC movies aren't even fucking good, and the majority
Right.
of people don't even like they don't even like the direction. But yet
Right.
we got DC fan accounts for Flash and Blue Beetle. Like motherfuckers hate Ezra Miller right now. Like
Yeah. Like if you look at the plain numbers, like more people are fans of like you make fun of it, but Doctor Strange 2 than any of the DC movies.
yeah, he's not lying.
And like that makes sense to me because I don't. But then like on the internet, you somehow see the opposite. So I don't. I think it's fake. Like it has to be fake, and I think it has to have been spurred by. We must have made the studios think that there's some merit to like pushing their shit on social media, and they thought that they could make money out of it, and also like it's the most minimal investment that they can make on marketing. If they're just hiring like bots to do this, it's not expensive to do that.
Yeah, because they don't have the fans anymore to do it for free. A lot of
Right.
those that were running these fan accounts and all that as BG, like DC and WB pushed these people away. Like there was a point where like a months ago when I was still on Twitter, like it felt like every fucking other week there was some fan account talking about a DC fan account talking about they were gonna shut down their account in like a day because the shit is whack now and they're not getting any how do I say any like buzz through it. And they don't even like the movies that they're promoting anymore. So they just shut them shit down. And then after that, all of a sudden, all these new fucking fan accounts, like film fan accounts started popping up for like perfect example is Flash Film News. Like that's clear, like Ben said, that's always been a WB account. Like all these accounts, like the Flash Film News, Blue Beetle Film News, Batgirl film, like some of these accounts actually used to be run by real people. Like I remember when the dude who was running the Flash account, I remember when he fucking sold that shit. He was like, "Yo, fuck Ezra Miller. This Flash movie looks whack. There's a bunch of drama. in the fan base because of the WB and their mismanagement. I don't want to do this shit no more. Like, and I
Yeah,
guess
like,
he sold it or something.
Really? He I didn't even know. I didn't even see that. That's crazy.
Think
Yeah.
about that. Think about what 44 just brought up though. Like, how does Ezra Miller's Flash have a following? He was in half of a movie, like in actual like, continuity, and then had a cameo. Like, did the cameo make it into in theatrical cut of BVS?
No, it's not. Yeah, it made it in, but it's not that Ezra Miller's Flash has a following. It's that DC or CW has a following, kind of a bunch of
Yeah,
teenage
but see,
girls,
so
and
all
then
right, but if
Ezra
they're
Miller has a following as
yeah,
himself.
but the CW Flash is that other guy, and he does a good
Yeah,
job in the TV show.
but they're convinced that that guy's gonna get a cameo in the movie because Ezra Miller cameoed in the TV show.
And that's why there's a following to the Flash movie.
I'm not saying it's big; it's a very niche following. But those are the
Okay,
only
that's what I'm
like,
saying. Like the
actual
number, and then the numbers.
Something like that. That's another lie. Like this lie
Right,
that
but
Grant
then you
Gustin
look
is
at
so popular and CW Flash has a fan base. Like, dude, they've been begging people to fucking cancel the Flash for like the last 3-4 years. Nobody
He's
even
allegedly
so
not even
nobody even likes Grant
people
Gustin like that.
people like the Flash until like season 4, season 5. Like there was a following for the show.
Yeah,
But
and
what I'm trying to
dude,
say,
they're at season 10 now.
Oh my
yeah,
god!
but trying to say, yeah, but what I'm trying to say though, and everybody just keeps going in that same direction of what I'm trying to say. But like, if you look at that Flash film music count, it's got like fucking hundreds of thousands of followers, and you're like, how?
Yeah.
Like, who
Yeah,
who
but
are
you
these?
look at
people?
the. I
Who are
did this
these
the other
people?
day. You scroll through their timeline at what they're saying, and half of the stuff is promoting just random WB stuff. Like you scroll
Right.
through, and it was promoting Black Adam, and it was promoting James Gunn, and it
Right.
was promoting like Aquaman and shit, like all these other announcements that had nothing to do with Flash, and it was just like,
And
this is clearly WB's burner. Like,
right, exactly. That's what I'm
crazy.
trying to say. Like, it has to be a burner. There can't be that much of a following because then when you go look at what, when the movie goes out and it doesn't make any money, you're like, where the fuck did all these people go?
Yeah. I like how 44, who's not been on Twitter for like a month or two, has a much better understanding of what's going on Twitter than like half the people who are listening to Sill.
Yeah, I know. That's hilarious.
How does that guy still have a show? Like, he was so
He's
wrong
been
about
wrong
everything.
so many times, and people just keep falling for it. I think they
Like
just
that,
Oh,
that
need
guy
yeah.
that screamed at you to retire, Ben.
what?
The guy that screamed at you to retire. Retire. Retire.
That was fucking wild.
Dude,
I think Sill even had that guy on to say that same shit.
yeah, he did.
Oh
Just
right,
throwing
yeah.
this out there. Just
'Cause
throwing this out there, guys. You got
At first, he
15,
was just
20
replying
more
to
minutes of
me
stuff.
in tweets, and then still had him on. That was hilarious.
I mean, the thing is that Sill's just making a business off of feeding these people like hope, false hope.
Yeah. Yeah, false hope and content.
Because I mean, dude, like that Ayer cut that was supposed to come out in 2022 is a real banger, even though he claims
It's
he never
never
said
come
it.
out. That movie's never coming out.
No, it's not. And David Ayer probably
Never
doesn't even
happening.
deserve it at this point. But
David Ayer actually deserves that it not come out. If you
Yeah.
ask me. The dude, Jesus.
I would
what a
like to point
disappointment.
out that I have nothing against David Ayer. You guys can continue.
What a fucking pussy David Ayer is. Oh my god.
Oh,
No
Ben, he's so
balls.
brave.
No
Say it to his
backbone.
face.
Never stands up for himself. Fuck that dude. Fucking attacks his
Don't
own
say-
fans when they try and stand up for him. Fuck that
Go to
dude.
his house, man. Say it to his face.
I'm kind of with Ben
He
on this.
wouldn't
but
even get
honestly,
violent.
It's not even just the fact that like he went after his fans, but the fact that he constantly kisses ass to James Gunn for no reason is just kind of annoying.
Oh, and he was doing it before Gunn was announced as the head of DC too.
Yeah.
He was doing it when just the Suicide
Yeah,
Squad
he
was
is
coming out.
he is an OG. Yeah, he has been kissing that ass for a long time.
Jesus. we were like, for some reason, we were thinking that he'd be something close to Snyder, where he's like, oh, it's another director who's gonna stand up for their vision, and they're gonna post and tease on social media. For some reason, we assumed he was just gonna be Snyder 2.0 or just a lesser version of it, and he just completely turned out to be more like Patty Jenkins or some shit. Just the total opposite. I don't know. Well, even Patty Jenkins has more balls than David Ayer. She stood up for her vision for Wonder Woman, even though it was a shitty, corny version. She wanted some Barbie princess bullshit.
Yeah, the thing about it is that David Ayer's been working for WB this whole time. That's why he's been fucking acting like a fucking bootleg all these years, because like David Ayer folded up after he got his most recent movie deal with WB. And I think that was like that had to be like 2-3 years ago now when they signed that deal, because he's supposed to be making like 3 movies for them. Like one of them is supposed to be like a remake of like The Dirty Dozen or some shit like that. But ever since he signed that deal, he's been a complete bootleg. Like, and like
He
what
made
what
he
do you
made one
expect
movie
though?
recently. I don't think it was for WB.
No, it
I
wasn't.
think
You're talking about Tax Collector?
yeah, no. I'm talking. He's got another one after that with Jason Statham. He's filmed it. It's not out yet though.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think it's for WB.
I highly doubt it's for WB.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jason Statham doesn't usually do like WB movies.
His last one was a WB movie, but I think this was a Guy Ritchie movie.
Which movie? Oh yeah, that fucking movie?
Yeah, that he made.
His son got killed and he was working for that
Yeah,
fucking.
yeah, yeah. It was a Gerard Butler movie starring fucking that guy instead.
Yeah, but
I went to go
I
see.
just think that David Ayer, like he knows where his bread is buttered, and he that's just how he's gonna move. Like as long as he's still on the WB lot and he's still working with them, like, that's the same reason why he's kissing James Gunn's ass, because that's how Hollywood is, really, is that you try to get in where you fit in. You kowtow to people with power and influence in hopes that you might get a little bit of power and influence. And
I mean, Jason Momoa, he might be kind of an outlier because he's so popular, but that dude actually did stick his neck out for the Snyder Cut like multiple times while he was working with WB and trying to get a sequel for Aquaman.
I agree.
You can say, I mean, afterwards,
yeah, but that's the whole
kissing
thing.
Gunn's
He
ass,
already
but what?
I
like
thought you guys
Jason
were
Moore
mad at
already
him.
had contracts in play. Like he already had signed contracts, movies that he had. So at that point, they couldn't really do nothing to Jason Momoa without outright just severing his contracts and telling them to fuck off. And that's why, Jason Momoa, he's been supportive of a lot of things, but he's also been very supportive of WB and what they want to do with him as an actor. Whereas with David Ayer, there was a point where he was not signed to WB anymore. Like after the Suicide Squad shit and the shit with the DCEU or the Snyderverse or however you want to call it fell through, they kicked David Ayer to the curb too. So that his only way in was to suck dick. His only way in to get back in. That's why he made the movie Tax Collector and all those fucking straight to DVD movies in between that time, because he didn't have a deal with WB anymore until he signed a new one. Like, so it's like a weird business thing in that sense. But I hate to say it, but it's like, yeah, dude kissed ass so he can get back on the WB lot. But Jason Momoa, he has years long contracts with WB. At this point, he can do whatever the fuck he wants as long as he honors his contract. That's all they care about, as long as Jason Momoa hops in the fucking Aquaman suit and he does what they say. Like, all right, tell these pee jokes and dance around like a dolphin. They don't give a fuck what else he says. After that, let's be honest, he's a fucking actor. He's gonna say one thing and do another. It just is what it is.
Is making me eat my words right now.
And man, fuck David Ayer, man. I still like his movies. But
you just made up like a great excuse for why he's acting like a bitch. And now you're like, no, he's still a bitch.
Cause it's like ain't no point in really holding it against him and taking it all personally. That's his movie. That's his career. If that's what he wants to do, fine. Like, I can think he's kind of a lame, but still like some of his movies. But if that's how he wants to maneuver with his career, what the fuck can I say?
I can still like his movies and watch his movies and think he's a bitch.
Yeah. Real
I
shit.
mean, like, I'm not trying to say that, but at the same
That's
time,
fair.
he does.
Separate the art from the artist.
But I also think that, like, while I'll watch his future movies, I can still think that he doesn't deserve to have his Ayer cut released at this point because he, wanted to act like that and also kiss James Gunn's ass 24/7.
And now that's the weird thing about it. It's like I don't understand why this dude, like he could have sucked up to anybody. Why James Gunn specifically? Why was he always going so hard fucking washing this dude's balls all the fucking time? And it's like, dude, I know you have the internet. I know you have television and all this shit too. You saw the scandal that James Gunn went through. You know it was a pretty fucking serious scandal. But then you're a filmmaker hasn't had one controversial situation in his entire career. But you're sitting here fucking sucking up to this guy. Why? Because you feel like he's more popular or some shit, or he gets the big studio movies like Frank was saying not too long ago. This dude is a fucking pedo, dude. Like, have some fucking self-respect. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, I ain't trying to say that you should shit on the guy or anything, but it's like why are you backing him so much when this dude could clearly be, he can bring you down. Like James Gunn almost brought down his own career. He almost brought down Disney Marvel. Like, you feel me? He can still, even as of right now, he can still fucking bring down DC. Like, the Suicide Squad was a flop. Like, dude, your original version made more money than his, but you're sitting here watching this dude's balls all day. It's like, I don't like. Do you even think that he's thinking about any of this shit?
Well,
like it's really fucking confusing to me. Really, it is. But I'm like, how could you not be considering this shit? Don't you got doesn't he have like a publicist or something? Like, where the fuck is his publicist at to be like, yo, David, stop dick sucking James Gunn on the timeline all the fucking time? Like, Jesus, have some respect for yourself. This dude's a weirdo.
Is David married?
Maybe that's just how I'm looking at it, like.
No, I think that's how pretty much everybody's looking at it.
I think that needs to be the intro to this podcast, was just 44, just a clip, like the video begins, just, yo, David, stop sucking James Gunn's dick on the timeline all day. And then just the 44 Talk Shit podcast logo comes on.
It'll be the clip we repeat.
Oh my God.
Be our
I'm
advertisement.
not trying to shit on the guy, but y'all get what I mean. It's just such a weird fucking scenario. So
Yeah, no, you're dead on. And the thing is, like, even if the Ayer cut did come out right now, no one would be like, "That's a great victory. I'm so happy for David." No,
Yeah, like, what is the
"Oh,
point
cool."
of watching that movie? What
Whatever.
is the possible point of watching that movie?
There's no victory to be had. There's no
Nothing at all.
With the Snyder
Like,
Cut,
if
you knew exactly what Zach wanted. You knew he wanted his vision out there because he was proud of his vision. With David, you're like, okay, maybe he had a better movie, but what the fuck has he been doing about it? Like, he's not been fighting for it. He's not been, I don't know.
Right, like with David, like, not to continue shitting on him, I have nothing against him, but
No, you were just about to start.
but you're right. His career, if it's I wouldn't say it's over, but like, it's not like we put this movie out, right? It's really good, and then he can use that to like do anything with that. Like, he's in the position that he is in Hollywood, and this wouldn't change anything at all. So there's no reason really for him to release it. Then for us as an audience, like, there's definitely not going to be a sequel because they already made a sequel and they killed all the characters. Then, like, what does it mean? Like, you want David Ayer to get another comic book movie and then have it get fucked up too? Like, I don't understand what anybody's getting out of any of this.
Theo's right. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I would not mind having a better version of Suicide Squad or a good Suicide Squad movie. It probably is a good movie, but in the end, it doesn't really fucking mean too much anymore because of how he handled it. And let's be G too. Like, David Ayer isn't gonna fall off either. It's not like this movie not coming out is gonna make or break his career. Like, dude is gonna bounce back. He's already bouncing back. That's why he's acting the way he's acting, because he knows he's already bouncing back. He already has a few studio movies lined up that he's gonna do. So those movies are gonna come out in theaters, and they're gonna have a lot of promotion, and that's gonna be his time to shine. So
Right.
he doesn't, like, in a way, whether the movie comes out or not, it doesn't even matter really at this point. It's not like even how, like, at all, like how the Snyder Cut helped out Zack Snyder a lot. Like, you can say, people can say they love the movie or they hated the movie when it came out, but at the end of the day, with all that buzz, you know, around that movie, the popularity and all that, that really helped him out, you know, working out more films with Netflix and everything. That, like, the Snyder Cut is probably the main reason why we're even getting, we may have never even got Rebel Moon if it wasn't for the Snyder Cut. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like it's a totally different situation in that sense, where it's like Zack Snyder kind of needed this, and now it doesn't seem like David Ayer does.
I
Yeah,
actually
like,
think that Zack Snyder would
think
have
the
always
Army
gotten work. Like,
he
big
would have
work,
gotten
actually.
work. He would have gotten work, but he's not. I don't think he would have gotten work to the level that, like, he's one of Netflix's headline directors. Like, it's him and David Fincher, but like Fincher is gonna give them a movie every, like, so often. Maybe I'm actually surprised how many movies he's done for Netflix.
I don't know,
But
man.
still.
I think that, like, with the exception of WB, like, I think that there would be a bidding war for him, because, like, he's still kind of a big name, man. You know, like, taking away whatever.
Yeah,
how
but
these
like,
critics...
but it would have been the same sort of shit where, like, they attach him to some movie that's already happening. Now, Zach is just, like, directing, like, he's pushing his own direction. Like, he says, "I'm going to make Army of the Dead," and, like, he's doing that. And he said, "I'm going to make 2 Rebel Moon movies," and he's doing that. Like, it's a different sort of situation.
What does David Ayer even have on his plate right now?
All I know about is that one movie that I mentioned with
Tax Collector?
that bald guy. No, not Tax Collector. Who's the bald guy from I forgot what we're talking about. The British dude. From Hobbs and Shaw. Who's the Shaw?
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham. Yeah, that guy. David Ayer's doing a movie with him. Do I need to look it up then? Fine.
There was a moment, though, where, like, I actually thought that, like, you know, when we were riding the high of, like, the Snyder Cut, like, doing really well and everything, that I was like, oh, if we want to actually get some more Snyderverse, I actually think that the Ayer Cut would have hindered that more, even though it doesn't even seem like that's possible now in hindsight.
You mean, like, getting the Ayer Cut would have slowed down the Snyderverse?
Like, if we wanted to get it restored, right? Like, truly restored, like, I don't know, like, because, like, let's say, like, then the bloggers go to, like, full, you know, spitefulness, and then they, like, bombed it. I thought that, like, okay, we actually probably would have definitely not gotten Snyderverse. Not that there's really a shot at it now, but when it seemed like it was very possible.
I mean, I could see that.
You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, like, it's just like, I don't know, like, because, like, I'd say that, like, like, the last note we left off on was like, okay, this is extremely positive, the feedback, and it's, you know, it did massive, and now it's like, that's what we left off on. Whereas, like, if the Ayer Cut came out, right, and then, like, they were like, oh, this shit fucking blows, oh my god, it's the worst thing ever, and nobody watches it.
Right. Like, it could have only hurt us at that point.
Yeah. Not that it really matters anymore, especially because I think now
the only 2 upcoming movies that David Ayer has right now that's at least in production is The Beekeeper and the
That's
Dirty
what I'm talking about. Yeah, so The Beekeeper is what I'm talking about. So The Beekeeper is with Jason Statham. It's not a WB movie, it's MGM that acquired it.
Sounds like another run-of-the-mill fucking Jason Statham movie too. But this one's gonna somehow work.
Supposed to come out this year.
Actually,
I think
doubt it.
I think it might be coming out this year. Yeah.
It's
Jeremy Irons is in it.
Oh, that's cool.
He's doing a Dirty Dozen movie. Wow. The Wild Bunch.
Did y'all see, like, the fucking 10 seconds of footage that they even released on Rebel Moon.
Oh, this is a crazy cast.
No, it
Yeah,
looked
Peter
cheap. I'm
Dinklage.
not gonna lie. It looked cheap.
Which one?
Rebel Moon, the teaser stuff. It
Yeah,
looked like
shut
a
up, Ben.
sci-fi
I'm off of
movie.
your podcast. I quit.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
I
seriously,
think
I
some
got
of it
like 5
look
minutes
good.
left.
It looks like it still needs some work though. I don't know. I think they should just drop the fucking trailer already and stop goofing around. That's the one thing I don't like about Netflix. Like they're really bad at their promo.
I don't think he has a trailer yet. He just stopped filming in like December.
Yeah, did you see
Yeah, but
that
that's every
CGI?
fucking Netflix movie. Every Netflix movie, man, they wait like a week or two before the movie comes out to drop the fucking
Yeah,
trailer.
there's
Oh,
zero
yeah,
marketing for that. There's
yeah.
no hype behind their projects like fucking ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
is.
so we're not gonna get that trailer until like the end of the summer, maybe, if we're lucky.
Yeah.
No, dude, end of the summer. Try fucking like October, probably, to be honest with you, with them.
That's
Yeah,
These
true.
motherfuckers take
That's
forever.
true.
They're gonna drop the trailer the day before the movie comes out.
Didn't they do that shit with that movie that The Rock did for them? It was like The Rock, Wonder Woman, and Captain America.
Oh god, that shit was fucking horrible.
Yeah, but like they
Like
released a
Captain
trailer for it like
America?
two
Right.
weeks
Why
before it
did you
came out.
bring that shit up? Red
Hold
Notice?
on.
Oh god.
Did you just confuse Ryan Reynolds with Chris Evans?
Oh, it wasn't Chris Evans.
My God.
They look exactly the
Man.
same.
Doesn't
Ryan
even matter
Reynolds
if
and Chris
it was
Evans?
fucking Chris Evans. That movie was one of the worst movies
Oh
I ever
wait, it was
seen in my
Ryan
life.
Reynolds. I thought you just said Ryan Gosling.
Oh my God, dude.
And they said they're gonna
Holy
make like 3 more of them shits.
That shit sucked.
People
I'm
watched it.
making more.
I watched it.
Yeah, you watched it high.
I did. Speaking of which,
Oh.
you got 5 minutes of you left. Pick a good topic then.
I don't know what's going on outside your window.
Cops, bro. Police.
What'd you do?
They left. I didn't do anything.
Hmm.
Man, the Rock should be ashamed of himself.
And on that note, good night.
Jeez, The Rock is like the biggest laughing joke, man. I can't. Oh man, did we lose Frank?
Break left.
Oh my God,
I'll leave it too. All right, it's over. Bye.
what the hell?
You can touch.
I thought we were gonna rip on The Rock.
It has been like an
Alex,
hour and a half, so maybe it's a good time to wrap it up. If y'all want.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
sure. You guys need to get
44.
your beauty sleep.
Come back to Twitter, man. We changed the name just for you of our group.
To what?
You'll see.
You're gonna
You'll
have to-
see if you come back to
Yeah,
Twitter.
you're gonna have to come back and see. That shit. Just make a temporary burner account. We get you some
But,
followers,
we have to
and
trust you to invite you back into the group, and we don't really think it's you. So.
yeah, you can't
I
use.
already have an account I can use. Like I just logged out.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, and I was using the fucking Sourcewall account before. I just logged out.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
trust
but
that one. That
that's
could be
not
it.
that's not your
Yeah,
account.
That's not your account.
That's Koj's account.
Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
All right. Make
Well,
a new account,
I'll
44.
think about it. I'll let y'all know within the next few weeks if I'm gonna hop back in.
All right, cool.
All
We'll
right,
see you in a
man.
couple weeks.
Enjoy your night, yo.
All right, talk to you later.